this seems to be a central issue because all the threads lead to either the Caymans, Tortola, and Luxembourg. Luxembourg is sort of...
Luxembourg, Belgium, Netherlands. There are a lot of tax havens.
Yeah.
Netherlands and Belgium are tax havens for multinational corporations. Liechtenstein is a tax haven for individuals. And Switzerland is for everybody.
For everybody,
yes.
Yeah. And then you have different places like, of course, Cyprus, which was...
Cyprus is specialized for money laundering of oligarch money.
Oligarch money.
Yes.
Well, one of the Icelanders has been based in Cyprus, and he also had a brewery in Russia. That's something that might be...
Yes. So you have a lot of investigative work to do.
Yeah.
But you need people, you need money, you need experts.
Tell me about the difficulties of... because we had a big fraud case in Iceland, the Bauer case,
yes.
which sort of collapsed.
Yes. I can tell you... well, I have to tell you first that I have my own experience, 20 years as a judge and an investigative magistrate. And for the Norwegian government, I'm running a network of prosecutors. So I have prosecutors from nearly all over the world. And we all face the same problem. Even if the proofs are very good, even if everything is done by the book, getting to court, it is difficult to get convictions. Because the material is complicated. And you know, a lot of people cannot even calculate a percentage. So when you start giving them very complicated schemas, they get lost. And judges who do not understand, they acquit. Judges that are a little lazy, they do acquit. So it is very important when you prosecute to present to the court very, very strong material in a very simple way. You need technical material to show them the money flows. You have to show them really in a very detailed way. And so you should have 2 screens, one for the court and one for the public, so that the press also can see what happened. And then you have a chance to have a conviction. You know, there is a lot of misunderstanding. Judges feel good when they acquit because they think that the accused is the weak person, but and that he should be protected from the bad state. But in reality, when you have economic crimes, the strong persons, they are not the prosecutors, it are the suspected and they are lawyers. Very often, when you are carrying out a case, you are alone, or you are maybe 2 or 3. In the Elf case, they had 60 lawyers. 60 lawyers, and we were 3 judges at the end. In the beginning, I was alone. So, you know, very often, and especially in the Anglo-Saxon system, it is very difficult because of the system and because of the way people think. The judges think it's very difficult to have an
It's also
conviction.
a question of the media. If the media don't really...
Yeah, and this is also now a problem all over the world. But for some countries, is that media is very often owned by the suspect, or the media is owned by the arm producers, or powerful industrial interests, and people are interlinked. So the media are manipulating the opinion, and this is why civil society is so important and free press so important, and it's also why I'm so confident that Iceland will be able to clean up this mess, because you have a very strong civil society and you still have very good television emissions.
But we lived in a society, we perceived ourselves as having no corruption. There were investigations made by Transparency International, and we perceived ourselves having no corruption. But then suddenly we found out that the society was in many ways very corrupt. The financial system was very corrupt. We had really an oligarchy for a while, which turned into a kleptocracy, and there are rumors, strong rumors about politicians getting freebies from bankers, loans to buy stocks and stuff.
I think this is quite parallel to what happened to Norway. Norway also used to think of themselves as being the most honest people on the earth, no corruption, and well, the truth is very often that your law enforcement system didn't work in that direction, didn't look on this criminality because of a lot of factors. One of the factors is that they have targets to meet, meaning in how many days do you solve a case. Mm-hmm. And our politimestre, they earn their money also due to how many days they spend on a case.
Yes.
And you know, an economic crime case takes 7 years, takes 5 years, so that makes the statistics go down compared to traffic incidents or small trafficking in drugs. That is easy to solve. So there is a lot of difficulties to overcome.
So the system is made to
Is it not made to deal with economic crimes of leading persons in the society?
No.
And this is undermining democracy, really.
You think it is?
It is, yes.
It's such a serious...
It is a serious threat to democracy, because democracy becomes a kind of theater where you're using nice rhetorics, but behind the scene, the reality is the illicit money flows, and where these illicit money flows serves the very greedy people. And we have so many examples of that in the IHG case, in the Enron case. In the Enron case, people enriched themselves, Kenneth Lay, Fastow, while the company went down, and they knew it, and they sold their shares, and they earned money. I mean, and your banks, they knew that the Koran was going down, and they recommended to people to lend in foreign currency.
Yes.
This is very shocking.
It is shocking, yes.
It's very shocking.
Yeah.
And, I mean, what you are ending up with is so terrific that you have no other choice than to see it quite clear, to make the investigation of the year 100. You know, this is really a book example of a bubble, of bad banking, of irresponsibility, of what the lack of international regulations has done. And the Icelandic people are going to pay the invoice exactly like the Angolian pay the invoice for the craziness of their leader. And the price is too high. So we need justice. I mean, that is so important, that these people should not get away if there are criminal actions, and only your domestic investigation can show that. And you do not have the right not to do this investigation.